So we were out to dinner on my birthday, and my son-in-law Michael says to me, "Well, what advice do you have for the younger generation? What tidbits of wisdom have you learned in your 55 years that you want to pass on?" And I thought about it a little bit. I didn't have an answer queued up. I wasn't expecting that question. And for sure, I would mention avoiding credit card debt. I believe it's better to have less stuff, but to have money in your pocket than it is to have more stuff, but to be stretched out broke between payday. And I might have mentioned taking better care of your body, of what you put into your body to avoid lifestyle diseases like type 2 diabetes. But the one thing I learned the hard way the most, and the mistakes I made that I want to help you avoid, is about planning and saving for retirement. Previous generations usually could expect to work at a company for a long time and draw a pension. Retire when you reach a certain age and years of service, but companies started moving away from pensions and towards 401ks big time in the 90s. And nowadays, very few places offer a pension. Which is better? Well, if you're a disciplined and knowledgeable investor, a 401k is better. And if you're not a knowledgeable and disciplined investor, then the pension is better. We don't really have that option anymore, though, do we? For the most part, we don't. I wish I had done a better job in my 20s and 30s. I wish I had done a better job in my 40s. I wish I had not waited until I was in my 50s to start researching this stuff. Every possible mistake you could make, I made. The company I worked for offered seminars to help learn about investing. I blew them off. I never attended one. The company matched withholdings up to 6%, but in my 21 years of working there, I rarely held out the full 6%, so I didn't always get the full company match. I had many options in the company offered plan, but I had no idea which of those I should use, so I just split my money up evenly, and that was absolutely the wrong thing to do. Like I said, I wish I had started taking it more seriously when I was younger. Learning and knowing all of the differences between terms like stocks and funds and what inverse means, all those kinds of things that I should have paid attention to try and learn that I didn't until in my 50s. Now, if you work somewhere that doesn't offer a 401k, you can open your own IRA. The rules that govern those are very similar. Now, some of the mistakes I made was I didn't know how much I should have in my account at various points in my life. And the answer is that you should have 1 times your salary by age 35, 2 times your salary by age 45, 3 times your salary by age 55, and 4 times your annual salary by age 65 when you retire. And whenever I look back, I can see that I've fallen short of that, but I'm making up for it now, and I wish that I had done better in those earlier years. One other thing I didn't understand or know was whether or not I was making a good return or not. I just put my money in there and it did what it did. Well, the answer is you should be looking for about 20% a year. That's pretty reasonable expectation. And at 20% a year, your money doubles every 4 years. So that means if you put $1,000 aside at age 30, it'll be worth $2,000 at age 34, $4,000 at age 38, $8,000 at age 42, and so on. And if you continue with a 20% annual return, by the time age 65, that same $1,000 could be worth over $500,000. So it's important to start saving early and to save aggressively. You can't count on Social Security to provide for your needs in old age. It's traditionally only ever paid half of the poverty level. So a husband and wife each pulling a Social Security check together reach poverty level. That's what you get after 40 years of working and having your Social Security taxes withheld from your paycheck. So it's important that you take a handle on it yourself and invest aggressively. And I'd be happy to help any of you. If you want me to check your stuff or help you open an account, I'd be happy to do that.